Morning, everybody. Steve here, Raking Profit, and I wanted to make a quick update video with all the chaos, with all the craziness going on with Amazon right now. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know I've made some update videos about the used Buybox issue, and a lot of booksellers, a lot of used media sellers, I mean, even people selling used video games, anyone selling used, a lot of these people were jumping ship. They were getting ready to quit Amazon. They said it was the Armageddon, apocalypse, end of the world event. And you know, it was funny, even yesterday, a gentleman named Yoda Yi, who is, you know, a representative of the Three Colts company. I don't know if he's like an affiliate manager or a community manager. I know he works under like Inventory Labs, Scout IQ. You know, they own a bunch of softwares. He had mentioned yesterday, and I'd come out with a video referencing it, that he had talked to a bunch of Amazon reps, and this used Buybox issue wasn't a glitch. It was here to stay. I mean, he didn't necessarily say it was here to stay, but the writing was kind of on the wall when he talked to the Amazon reps, and they said it's not a glitch. But it's crazy because today I wake up, and even last night I was hearing some people say it, that the Buybox is back to normal. So it's crazy. All of a sudden, the used Buybox is back to normal. Getting a lot of reports that book sales are doing really well. The Buybox is going to FBA. There was actually a post in the Book Flipper Facebook group showing from our good friend David Chung saying rest in peace to Merchant Fulfilled, right? Winning the Buybox. It was kind of funny because over the last 2 to 3 weeks, well, it wasn't funny, but essentially what was happening is the Buybox was going to the Merchant Fulfilled sellers. So maybe you were selling a book for $20 FBA and Merchant Fulfilled was at 12. They were giving the Buybox to the merchants, and the FBA books weren't selling, and this applied to DVDs, to video games. So the update I wanted to give today is it appears since last night, the Buybox is now going to FBA sellers. So if you're a bookseller, you might wake up and notice that you've sold more books. You might be taking a look at your, your analytics. And there was another post that I just read of a gentleman sharing that his views and just overall traffic to his store had increased. I haven't really looked into that. I don't even know how to find that information. I'm sure it's somewhere in the analytics. I didn't go through the post entirely, but it appears from what I'm hearing that things are back to normal. Now, what I want to say about this is scary. This is really scary. This should be a wake-up call to everybody, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a non-graphic way, but I guess I'll just say it the way I wanted to say it. Amazon has your balls in their hands, and at any moment they could literally rip them off. I don't know how to say this any other way, but it's true. This is pretty scary stuff right here, that all of a sudden, out of the blue, Amazon can just disrupt your entire business. That's pretty freaking scary. You want to know what's even scarier? They didn't give anybody a heads up. They didn't tell anybody what was happening. I mean, but that's just Amazon's fashion of doing things, right? They'll just regate everybody, right? They'll just mutilate the API and not like help any of the software developers and destroy all the, all the code and, just make it 10 times more difficult for people, right? They'll just all of a sudden come out with these nasty Section 3s. Like, they do a lot of things that just are very disrespectful to the sellers who are making and generating a lot of income for their business. I mean, I don't remember what the stats were, but last time I looked, Amazon's third-party sales made up like a big part of their e-commerce business. So it's just kind of crazy. So, I mean, if you're waking up this morning and you're seeing some extra sales, more traffic, you're trying to figure out like what's going on, it looks like the Buybox is now going to the FBA sellers for the used books. I have heard reports that it hasn't entirely gone back for like used DVDs and used video games, but I'm sure I'll come with another update video. But it's crazy. I mean, it just goes to show you never know what Amazon's going to do. And like I said in my previous videos, you don't want to freak out and panic because you don't know what's going to happen. I thought this was going to stick, and I thought this Buybox glitch or issue was here to stay because it was 2 to 3 weeks. We saw that in the UK. It's been 12 to 18 months. They implemented this change. Obviously, there's different rules and laws. We know that Amazon's got a lot of heat right now with the FTC and lawsuits and, being classified as a monopoly. So I thought this was going to stay, but who knows? You guys, who knows what's going to happen in a couple weeks from now? Maybe they're testing right? Like I said in one of my theories in my previous videos, maybe they're doing a bunch of tests. They're running a bunch of algorithmic tests and they're trying to figure out what works best, and they're collecting data from their customers, they're collecting data from their sellers, they're trying to figure out, you know, what's going to make them more and more money, or protect them in the event of a lawsuit. Or maybe they've gathered all their information to give to the FTC, now they've switched it back. Who knows what is going on right now? But the lessons to be learned right now is, number one, Amazon, they got your balls in their hands and they can rip them off at any time. Number two, you never want to just have your business set up to where, you know, all your eggs are in one basket, right? So maybe you want to have some merchant fulfilled inventory. Maybe you want to have some FBA. Maybe you want to have some inventory on eBay, right? Maybe you want to have a mix of new and used. Diversification could be important because I saw, you know, a lot of people really getting hurt. I think another big lesson here is you want to make sure that you're buying your books and selling them at their true intrinsic value. Not to say you can't take advantage of overly inflated FBA boxes, but you don't want to overpay, because when you overpay to just take advantage of this special little thing we have called the prime gap, you know, the FBA prime jump that we get over the merchants, when something switches up, you can really get hurt. So we'll see what happens. This is the update. I'm sure I'll come up with more updates because right now it's only about 8:45 in the morning, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot more information coming. But, you know, I see a lot of people celebrating, a lot of people getting excited, but I wouldn't get too excited right now. Hopefully things stay, but they could go back. They could switch, and, you know, they could, who knows what Amazon could do right now. So crazy times. Let me know if I missed anything, if there's anything that I said that maybe wasn't fully accurate, because again, it's only 9 in the morning right now. So if there's anything you're noticing, any changes, any good, any bad, drop a comment down below. The purpose of this video isn't to take everything I say as 100% like certainty, but I'm pulling all the data and the facts and, you know, what I think are the facts and the information from other sellers and what I'm seeing and students and people in the community, and I'm bringing it to you guys to be able to help you out. So appreciate you all. Hopefully everybody's got a smile on their face this morning, and we'll see how things go. All right, much love. Bye.